So hey guys, it's Eric back again, and today we're talking about the best business idea in Thailand, okay? Best business ideas in Thailand. So we put out a poll the other day. I like to put out these polls that kind of, you know me, I'm a little bit of a trickster in this way. I like to put out these polls that I want to see how people are thinking. I want to see just how much misinformation or good information is out there, okay? And so I might put out an obvious poll that people say, hey, what are these guys at Band Smile thinking when they put out that poll? But yeah, I have my method to madness behind all of it, and I'm going to explain why when we talk about the best business idea in Thailand. All right. So in the poll I said, if you were to start a business in Thailand, what would it be? Okay. So I put a bar as number one, a restaurant, anything that is tourist related, a local service business, or the final answer was, the final question was, Thailand is too risky to start a business. Let's unpack all of these, okay? So, a lot of people come to Thailand, especially if you go to the islands. You see this a lot. If you go to any beach resort, you'll see like a shit ton of bars, okay? Just bar here, bar, too much bars. And sometimes, it's kind of funny, I was in Koh Samui middle of last year, and it was in the middle of COVID too, but I just had to get out of Bangkok. And my Airbnb was close to a few bars. There's a street where there's a few bars. And pretty much it was just the damn owner sitting in there all the time. And there was another bar beside that one, and another bar beside that one, another bar beside that one. It was ridiculous. This is just before the Delta virus hit, okay? So bars. Okay, so obviously bars can make a lot of money if you know what you're doing. But just like massage parlors, there's just an oversaturation of bars in Thailand. Everybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry from whatever country, oh yeah, I'm going to open an Irish pub. I'm going to open a German brew, whatever they call them in Germany. Oh yeah, I'm going to open an Australian themed bar. I'm going to open a Jamaican reggae bar. I'm going to do all of this. Oh my God, it's too much. There's just too much of that stuff in Thailand right now. And this is the #1 reasons why bars are like a bad idea. Not because people don't drink. Nope. It's just there are too many bars. It's oversaturated. And you're just not going to make enough money for the bar to be in business unless you have just the right location, just the right atmosphere. Everything is all in place. Then maybe it might work. Okay, and this is, we're not talking about the whole COVID situation because this is a special situation. We're talking about before COVID or even after COVID. It was just like too much. Bad idea unless you know you've been in the bar business for 1,000 years and you know the formula to set up a bar that's going to work every time. Then don't do it. Don't open a bar in Thailand. Waste of money. Okay, let's move on. All right, next one, restaurants. Okay. Now, Bangkok is one of those food capitals, more than almost any city that I've ever been to around the world. Okay. There's just so much food here, and the food is so great. And I'm not just talking about Thai food, but there are Indian restaurants, Chinese food, pretty much food, German food. Well, there's no good German food. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. There's no good German food. UK, there's no good UK food either. Indian food. Did I say Indian food before? A couple of Jamaican restaurants are here. What else? There's some South American tapas, kind of Latin American type food as well, which seem to have some success here. Stuff like that. So there's food from all over the world here. Okay? All over the world. And that is awesome. And that's one of the reasons why you come to Bangkok. You know, you come to Bangkok so you can eat all the different kinds of food here. Not to mention Thai food, which is in my estimation, is the greatest food in the world. Okay. So yeah, there you go. A lot of restaurants, a ton of restaurants. A lot of restaurants do actually quite well in Bangkok. Okay, but we get a lot of requests all the time for people wanting to open restaurants. Hey, I'd like to come to Bangkok. I'd like to open a Thai restaurant in Bangkok. Like somebody from, I don't know, from India, from USA, from wherever. Not a Thai person, have no experience with Thai food, but want to open a Thai. Come on, guys. Really? Really? Okay. If you're going to open a restaurant in Bangkok, from what we have seen, we have lots of friends who have restaurants. One of the benefits of having a cleaning company, and just remember, guys, our cleaning company is 99% of my time. I put 1% in Bond Smile. That's how much difference our cleaning company is from Bond Smile. One of the benefits of having a cleaning company is that we can meet with a lot of people who own restaurants, bars, and different kinds of businesses in Bangkok. A lot of foreigners. So depending on the kind of restaurant, if the quality is really good and you have a really good location, you can actually do quite well. Okay? But my advice for this, pick something that is unique, that you have experience in. Okay? That you can know what quality is with that kind of food. Okay, for example, if you came from Germany, you don't have any Jamaican friends or relatives, and you want to open a Jamaican restaurant in Bangkok because you went to Jamaica once and you had some jerk chicken, so you say, I can do that, and you don't have any Jamaican chefs or anything. Dude, you're screwed. Okay, don't do that. Please, just don't do that. Okay, if you're from Germany and you decide, hey, you know what? They sell great sausages in Germany. I want to have a sausage place that just sells all different kind of German sausages. That's fine. That's a good idea. Do something different. Do something unique. Or do something that you see. For example, if you go to Koh Samui and you see a German restaurant there that seems to be doing well, you say, okay, I'm going to go to Bangkok and I don't see any restaurants like this here, so I'm going to open one in Bangkok. That is similar to one. Sometimes the best thing to do is to, copy what somebody did that is successful, but make sure you get the location right, you get your costs right and everything. All right, so it's restaurants. Touch and go. Remember, most restaurants fail. Remember, I'm just saying this before I go on to the next topic. 80% of small businesses fail. Okay? So, always remember that. So, the third option was anything tourist related. Now, tour companies do very well in Bangkok. Okay? When I say tour companies, like you rent ATVs, bicycle tours, you take people around Thailand, or that sort of thing, those can do very well if you have your marketing right. Okay? If you got your marketing right, if you got your staffing in place, then why not? You can do quite well with tourism-related businesses, especially if you decide to cater to tourists from your home country. For example, if you're from Denmark and you say, okay, you speak the language there, and you say, hey, you know what, you speak Dutch, and your tour company kind of, if somebody calls from Denmark, somebody can answer in Dutch, and it's kind of fantastic. That kind of synergy is great. Okay. So if you specialize in that sort of thing, then that's awesome. For example, many years ago, when I used to live in Jamaica, we had a friend, a guy that I did some computer type work for. He specialized in tourists coming from Germany. It was just crazy, just Germany alone. And he was very wealthy, just handling just those tourists. So yeah, if you can service the people from your home country and talk the lingo that they talk and the things that they understand. Example, in Bangkok, the tour companies that specialize in people from China, do extremely well, okay? Because they speak Chinese or they speak Japanese, or if, for example, people coming from Japan and also Korea, that is great. They do extremely well, and that is a great kind of business to have. Key to all of that stuff, as with any kind of business, but especially this kind of business, tourist-related businesses, to have your marketing on point. A YouTube channel is a fantastic idea. It will get people watching, and you focus on the things that you do into your tourist-related business, whether it's a hotel, whether it's some kind of excursion-type company, or whatever. Okay, you have some kind of packages that you're selling. Specialize in some destination that will make it have a better chance of having success. Okay, so now we come to the next one, number 4. And that is the local service business, okay? And these are the best kind of businesses to start in Thailand, okay? A local service business. Believe it or not, I mean, when we came to Thailand, when we started our cleaning company in Thailand, one of the biggest problems that people would always tell us is that, hey, people don't answer the phone on time, and they take a long time to get back to us. These were other cleaning companies. And all of that sort of stuff. So we said, you know what, we're going to do things differently. We started our cleaning company. It was not easy in the beginning, okay? I had a lot to learn about finding staff and all that stuff, but I think we kind of cracked the code for that right now after like 2 years. Okay, but what we found was that we decided that we were going to answer the phone just after a couple of rings. If somebody contacted us, because text messaging to do business is big in Thailand, so we're always online. No WhatsApp bullshit. Look, we don't use that in our business, okay? We have it, but no one contacts us on WhatsApp. So if somebody contacts us online, we contact them back in a few seconds, okay? We always answer the phone day or night in most cases, unless it's like on a Sunday night or something like that. And just that, as some people, famous people said, hey, just showing up is a big deal, okay? We make sure that when we go out on the job, when we send our staff out on the job, that they do an excellent job. We ask for reviews, so we have a lot of reviews in Google, and we do quite well. Now, we also know quite a number of other people that start service businesses in Thailand, all kinds of service business, and they do very well. If you just follow that same credo, okay? It's just refreshing. Answer the phone on time, speak very well with people, and just be good about the service that you're offering. Okay, your marketing, of course, has to be on point. That is going to be the difference between a success and a failure, your marketing. Okay, and finally, oh, by the way, let me just jump back to local service business, give you some examples. Obviously, like a cleaning company, obviously like digital marketing, obviously like design type services, any kind of service that you can offer, okay? People are always going to need services that are in demand all the time. Why? Because you would say, hey, somebody with a big home, why don't you just hire a maid and be done with it? A lot of people do that, of course, okay? But some people, you have to understand it's not easy to find staff, okay? So if you can call us and you can always get a maid to come over and clean your home, hey, you're going to just do that whenever you need somebody to come clean your home. And that goes for a lot of other things as well. Do you know how hard it is to find a graphic designer in Bangkok? It's really not easy. Do you know how hard it is to find somebody to do your digital marketing? It's one of the hardest things around, okay? I'm not sure why, even if you're offering really competitive salaries, some people just, it's all the good people are snapped up already. All right, so local service businesses, it's like, it should be the thing. If you're planning on starting a business in Thailand, that's what you should aim for first, a local service business. And it's also always a good idea if you have some experience in some aspect of that business. For example, for me, in my cleaning business, I have good experience in digital marketing, Okay, so it doesn't matter what kind of business I start, because I'm gonna just do the marketing, and then my partner, Miss P, she's gonna handle the customers and all of that sort of thing. So pick a Thai partner, and then that Thai partner, make sure that they handle the other parts of the business that you cannot handle, like dealing with the culture, dealing with the customers, all of these kinds of things. Okay. So, and the final part is Thailand is too risky to start a business. That was what I put down. And 60% of the damn freaking people answered in the assent to that one. 60% felt it was too risky to start a business in Thailand. Forgive me, guys, but that's bullshit. Total bullshit. Okay, let me tell you why. Number one, 80% of small businesses fail in almost every country around the world. Okay? So that's the major reason why your business is going to fail, is because you suck at marketing, you suck at execution, your idea sucked, your staff sucked, all these other things that have absolutely nothing to do with whatever country you're in. Okay? That's going to be 99% of the reason why your business fails in Thailand. Not because anything that the government does, not because of the environment of Thailand, not because there's something special about Thailand that makes it impossible for foreigners. Yeah, you know what? A lot of foreigners come here and start businesses and it fails. And we always look at it and say, why did that business fail? It could be strategic reasons, okay? It could be that, it could be many reasons, but it's usually something that is self-inflicted, especially when you talk about small businesses, okay? I mean, it's so sad. I see it all the time, and then people say, oh my God, you blame Thailand. Thailand is so awful for starting a business. I never want to start a business here again. I recommend nobody starts a business here. Oh my God, that's such horrible advice. Admit it, you fucked up. You didn't run your business properly, and you failed. Just like a lot of people. I've started businesses before. I fucked up. I failed. I blame myself. I don't go around blaming the country that I'm in. Okay? In the USA, which is one of the most liberal in terms of running a business, when I say liberal, I mean free in terms of running a business, 80% or more of small businesses fail. Just imagine that. In the country that is the easiest to start and run a business, over 80% fail. Okay? So why do you think it's going to be different in Thailand? Why? Okay? It's not going to be any different. So another reason that people give is that don't want to start a business or say it's too risky is because you have to find a Thai partner. Now, it comes back to the whole thing that I spoke about with land in a different video. Not being able to buy a land, or you can only own 49% of it. I mean, that's just been in place for decades. I like to have a philosophy in life that says, you know what? We can sit here and complain about the way how things are, or we can work within the framework of what is here already. Okay? And I like to do that. Okay, I don't like to complain. I don't like to blame other people for, you know, mistakes or decisions that I'm going to make or not make or whatever. I like to just, you know, hey, you know what? Is it possible to start a business in Thailand? Hell yeah. Lots of people do it. Lots of foreigners do it all the time. So why not me? So I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see if it's possible or not. And I'm going to do it. So coming back to the Thai partner now. Yeah, you got to have a Thai partner that owns 51% of the business. It could be two people, so each person owns like 25% and 26%, or 3 people, or whatever the case may be. But you need at least 3 people, okay? So 2 Thai partners, one foreign partner, 1 foreign partner, or is it 3? I don't remember exactly right now. But so you got to find some Thai partners, okay? So some people actually get partners that are not active in the business. which the Thai government is kind of cracking down on that. They don't like to see it, but people do it anyway all the time, okay? Some people have agreements that say the Thai partner has this amount of power, and you can certainly do that, okay? But the vast majority of businesses that are successful are those businesses who have an active Thai partner and an active foreign partner, and both of them are working together to make their business work. Okay, so people are talking about, hey, you can't start a business in Thailand because you need to have a Thai partner. Hey, why not? I mean, it's good to have a Thai partner. Actually, it's better if you have a Thai partner because you have somebody who understands the culture and understands how to deal with people, not to lose face, all kinds of things, how to navigate in the business environment, how to talk to people, all of these things which you don't know how to do. Okay? So, for example, my business partner, Miss P, she is amazing. Okay? I would not have been able to start a business here. Together, both of us started a business. I would not have been able to get into business in Thailand without her. And for those of you who have met her, you understand, you'll totally agree with what I'm saying right now. So, yeah, you have to, it's a good idea to have a Thai partner. I think if you go to many other countries in the region, especially China and so on, you gotta have Chinese partners as well. There's no way in heck you're gonna start a business in China or in a lot of other countries without that local partner. Okay? Guys, this is not the West. Just get that out of your head. It's not, things are done differently in Southeast Asia, in Asia in general. And, you know, if you want to deal with it, deal with it. If you don't want to deal with it, then don't start a business in Thailand. Visit Thailand, have all the fun you want. But if it doesn't work for you, don't do it. But what I can say is that, you know, I was talking to this guy in the comments recently, and he's been living here for a long time. And he recommends against people starting a business. And I had to disagree with him, even though he's been here much longer than I have. Because it's completely different if you have a business mindset versus if you are not involved into businesses, okay? If you're involved into business, if you're into a business mindset, if you're an entrepreneur by heart, okay, then it's you can start a business anywhere in the world that you go to, okay? If you are not an entrepreneur by heart, then it's going to be really difficult for you. If you're not open-minded, it's going to be extremely difficult for you because you're always going to be comparing the way how we do business in Thailand, for example, versus your country, which may be a lot easier. Okay? You might be complaining about how it's not so easy to get staff and keep staff in Thailand, but if you took some time to understand the culture, you'd understand why. Okay? And hopefully I'll make another video about that later on with my experiences with staff. But Thailand is great to start a business. There's a lot less regulations than you would expect. One thing I would say is that a lot of people that contact us about opening up a business in Thailand, well, let me just change that to two things. Is number one, have a business idea. A lot of people that contact us just have an idea of starting a business in Thailand. That is really bad. You should come to Thailand first, stay for a while, like 3 months, move around, talk to people. Don't just talk to other foreigners. Very bad idea, guys. Don't do that. Talk to Thai people and see what the community needs. Thailand needs a lot of things, guys. I don't mean physical things. I mean a lot of services and stuff like that. Thailand, a lot of different experiences. People have a lot of money here. Okay, so there's good opportunities here for all kinds of businesses. So go ahead and do it. Okay. I forgot my last point, but that's it for now, guys. Go ahead, write up a business plan, sit down, put your ideas on paper, kind of figure out what it's going to take to get it started. Don't give your money to some girlfriend in Isan who wants to start a noodle shop. Oh my God, I got this email from this guy. Oh, it's such a sad story. Oh my God, it's like somebody who is not thinking with their head. Don't do that, guys. Please, please. Talk to people first. Find out how much things cost. Do your research. Do your homework, for God's sake. The reason why businesses fail a lot, I think, especially with foreigners, is because some guys just don't do their homework at all. They have no idea what it takes. Oh yeah, my final point came back to me. You would think that the hard part of of having a business in Thailand is registering the business, getting your work permit, all of that stuff. No, that's the easy part, guys. You do all of that part in about a month. You get your work permit, your visa, everything. Okay, in a month, you just pay the money and you're done. Okay, your business is registered. You have your bank account open, all of that stuff. That's easy. You don't even do any of that stuff. It's somebody else, like an agent like us, like our company, who does it. Our lawyer, our accounting company, those are the kind of people who do that stuff. They're really great at that. They will open your business. They'll get you on the ground running. That's 1% of the work of having a business in Thailand. Okay? There are not any onerous regulations. Taxes are pretty low. All of that stuff. So what's the other 99%? 99% is what you do in any other country. Marketing, hiring staff, training staff, getting customers to come back to you, getting enough inventory so that you can sell stuff, all of that stuff. That is the difficult part, and surprisingly, it's the same thing, as I said, that you would do in any other country if you were starting a business in any other country. So get this thing out of your head that it's hard to start a business in Thailand. It's not risky at all if you find the right partner. And to find the right partner is to find somebody who wants the same thing as you. Okay? And if you're going to be selfish and say, I just want to do this business myself, then start a business somewhere else, because Thailand is not like that. Okay? Find a Thai partner who wants the same thing as you, and you know them for a little while, and you can trust them, and you start small first, see how it goes, and then if everything goes well, you get a good lawyer, protect yourself, and increase the size of your business over time. Okay? It's the same as anywhere else, guys. Just don't listen to this bad advice everywhere that you're going to lose your shirt in Thailand, because you know what? Yeah, you can. 80% of people lose their shirts, but it's not because of Thailand. It's because they fucked up. Okay? That's as simple as it is. So anyway, guys, it was nice talking about this. I had a little bit of fun here. I've been doing businesses since I was 16 years old, so it's always fun to talk about starting a business and getting it up and running. And I hope to see more of you guys do that in the future, because you know what? It's like virgin territory here in a lot of respects. Anyway, guys, see you next time. If you're interested in starting a business, write up your business plan and we can have a talk about it. You can have a talk with our lawyer, and she's really, really good. She'll advise you as to all the ins and outs and ups and downs and things that you have to do for your kind of business. So if you want to have a consultation with her, just hit the link in the description below, and Jen will give you a call. Her name is Jen. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.
What are you waiting for?
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 Yes, correct. What are you waiting for? The world may not be in a great shape right now, but it's very possible to come to Thailand. It's actually easier to live in Thailand for a longer time than it was before. With One Smile can get you the right long-term visa, find a perfect house, open the local bank account, or even open the business here. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below or go to bansmile.com and get started.